lawful wedded husband.
To be my...
Barbara not Barbara Jean's heart.
With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you.
I myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in here. I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. Hey everybody, hey. Give me 1 second as I'm getting myself prepared. I was reading. Listen, I was up all night reading this good series by Jaquel J called Capadonna. I finished the first... I want to say I finished the second book this morning. I finished the first book last night. So, yeah, I was late coming over here because I was reading. Okay, reading is what? Fundamental. Uh-oh, we see orphan jeans. I see a donut. Uh-oh. It is. See, that's your mistake right there, thinking. She is a sight for sore. Why are people calling me? Okay. Child, the nurses is putting on. Go find y'all something to do. I need the nurses to go find them something to do. Hallelujah. Uh-oh. She ran into Ted. Oh my God, this is messy. And a crazy lady then went down there, oh God, to Orphy Jeans and is giving Mona donuts, talking about, ooh, I thought they were so in love. And it's just like, girl, bye. Oh, so he finally took his ass back home. Okay. They did not. Oh, they got 2 staircases. Mm. Both, maybe. Tracy, is you flirting with Mr. Vernon? Uh-oh. She ain't told them about the man wanting to link them back up again. Mm-hmm. Ooh. And she gonna sit anyway. Oh, this bitch is crazy. That's exactly what she's doing. No, the facts are facts. The facts are, girl, go to. It tells us. It tells us that you're a psycho. And the reason why I know you're a psycho because you decided to rewrite history. No, no, this proves that she's a psycho because she's sitting up here rewriting history. Girl, 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 girl. She's not back to work. She just popped up. She's not. Is Cat coming up on? There go Cat. Okay, she's gonna tell them about the whole Leslie theory. So Daddy Dupree was on the phone and he was telling somebody next time call me on my work phone and not my personal. And Miss Tracy had came down the other staircase and she was listening. And he was like, these young kids, this young generation, they don't know the meaning of stop and go home or nothing. It's just work, 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 work. Now that we're in this digital age. So he got to go handle some business. And Miss Anita was like, oh, we have a special guest coming over. The person responsible for this reunion is going to be that man who's trying to get her back on stage. Tracy don't know that. So baby, it's about to be smoke in the city. Possibly. Right? Then hold on, before we even get to the wig. Nicole pop up at the hospital. She's trying to get acclimated back into life. She's trying to see like how it's gonna be. The nurses are bigging her up, like, girl, we miss you, we love you, you're real good people, you real cool or whatever. You never look down on us, you always support us, and you always there to help us when it's like the bad days are happening with like everybody in the hospital. Like we know, like when the patients are given the nurses and the doctors, more so the nurses, they ask us to kiss because being in a hospital is a lot to take on, like a lot for someone to take on. So Nicole was like, yay, I'm just here to test the waters and everything. And she was like, she's so thankful that they love her. And Shanice is like, okay, now back up, get a lady some room, give us some space. Y'all got some stuff y'all need to go do. And her and Shanice are talking, and then Andre pops up. And her and Andre are talking. He was like, oh, it's so good to see you. And she was like, I'm not back to work. I'm just, trying to see everything and I won't be here long. And then Ted pop up. Okay, crewneck Ted, because he don't wear turtlenecks no more. Crewneck Ted pops up and he was like, it's really good to see you back to work. And she was like, you're not supposed to be here. He was, Andre was like, I wasn't expecting you either. He was like, no, I'm just checking on a patient, but I'm glad to see you back to work. And, hopefully we can have a conversation. And she was like, we do, but I'm not there yet. And he respects her. And they about to go their separate ways. Like, I appreciate the fact that Crewneck Ted respects the fact that she ain't there yet, bruh. She ain't there yet to be wanting to talk to you, won't speak to you. Up on the elevator comes Kat, and Kat was like, oh, cool, it's good to see y'all together. And they like, we ain't together. She was like, man, anybody worried about that? Got something to tell y'all. So I hope she tells them about this whole Wiggy Wonder Eva situation that's going on and let the chips fall where they may. Speaking of Wiggy Wonder, she done rolled up on Mona in Orchid jeans like she in a training bra with a donut thinking everything gonna be copacetic, and it's not. And she's rewriting history. Oh, I fell in love with him. She wasn't doing what she's supposed to do as a wife. Divorce for Dupree's back then were non-existent, and see how their perfect little life fell apart when everything was revealed. Because Mona was like, I could see getting back at Ted for what he did to you, but you deliberately are hurting Nicole. And she legit thinks Nicole, this is the thing. Everybody's like, oh, maybe she switched even Kat. And it's like, no, she hates Kat. She hates Nicole. She blames them for why her and Ted aren't together. And she's sitting up here rewriting history. And it's just like, you can't rewrite facts. Facts are when Nicole got pregnant and after Martin ended up in the hospital and he was too busy bed hopping with you, he decided to get his life in order and stick with his wife. Facts are you kept your child away from him for all of 20 plus years. Facts are you're crazy as a Betsy bug. Oh, I thought it was that man. It's Naomi. Hey, girl. Oh, it's Naomi. I thought it was gonna be that man. Tracy, let it go. Oh, and Derek's moving out the apartment. I should have mentioned that, but I don't actually care because he's dumb. 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 I don't know how many times I have to say this. He's moving out because he's dumb. Instead of having a real conversation, you want to pack up and leave like you in a thief in the night. He's so dumb. That's what's happening here. You moving out. I love her. I want to marry that woman. Why are you moving out? Why are you moving out? I want to have kids. I want to spend life with her. I want to marry her. I love her. She rejected me. Andre, stop talking to that crybaby. Ugh. All this could be solved with communication. Andre, stop giving advice. She ain't gonna take it. Stop giving her advice. She ain't gonna take it. Stop giving her advice. She's not going to take it. Where is Bill in his shaking ass hand? He over here shaking like a stripper on payday. Where is he? Y'all sitting up here giving them advice and they're not gonna take it. Y'all on my last nerve. I'd rather watch General. Nah, I wouldn't want to do that. I was going to say I'd rather watch Drew and Willow. Okay, so she's playing the recording for them. Mm-hmm. because she hates her. Mm-hmm. Ooh! 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 Uh-oh, she done popped up at the hotel. Mm, I don't care about Derek or Ashley because all this could be solved with communication. Hear me when I say this. I do not care about Derek and Ashley because all of this can be solved with communication. Okay, so moving on. Because no matter how much advice Andre, Jacob, or Naomi give, it's not going to help because they don't want to listen. Both of them are stubborn and stuck in their own ways. I know somebody who would have did a pop up after he had moved up out the house. I know a couple people that would have just popped up, knock, knock, hello. Why you pack your stuff? What you got going on? What bitch you got up in here? I know a lot of people who would have did a pop up on Derek, and I know a lot of people who would have did a pop up on Ashley after all this happened, and would have tried to communicate at the job, down to the down to the jobs, down to the orphanages, the uptown, wherever they was, they would have popped up on them and had communication. But they don't want it, so I don't care no more. They don't want it, so I don't care no more. So I'm thinking Miss Anita is calling that man, but she calls Naomi, and it's like, oh yeah, Naomi is responsible for this reconciliation because of the karaoke night, which got that man wondering about the articulates and get Miss Anita back on stage. And Naomi is telling Miss Tracy how much of a fan she is. Her mama played all the music. Her and her sister know all the songs, every lyric, every dance move. They got it all. And Tracy was like, I'm just happy to be noticed. You know, nobody really notices me anymore. And it's like, oh, so Tracy, you got that about you too. You feeling like you got, okay, I see you. I see you, Miss Tracy. Go ahead with your bad self. Then we got, what's my girl? Kat. Kat playing the audio for her parents. And, you know, Nicole was like, I can't believe poor Laura was a pawn in this game, and I can't believe Eva would do this to her. And Ted and Kat, because Kat agreed, Ted was like, I don't think Eva did this. I think it's Wiggy Wonder pushing the, off on her. She's been very adamant that she can't stand her right now due to her trying to foil her plan. And Nicole was like, so you're talking to her? And he was like, about Eva. About Eva. Only about Eva. And she's been very adamant that she doesn't want anything to do with Eva. And it's F Eva this, F Eva that. And we can't really know if Eva had any part of the plan, which Kat agrees. But he does say that it's given that Wiggy Wonder is trying to cast suspicion off of herself and onto Eva to not get into any trouble or anything like that. And Nicole was like, why would she do that? She was like, because she's vindictive. And then Wiggy Wonder popped up on Eva at the hotel talking about, I thought we were making so much progress after last night. She's crazy. Oh, God. Here we go with Derek. He did. He did not. It is not. Ashley is too damn nice. She let everybody walk over her. Mm-hmm. And then we'll be like, oh, you want to put your dirty socks on the bedroom floor since we ain't gonna have nowhere else to put it? Pick it up. Ain't never said it. He do. The moose head in the closet, that ugly ass, nasty ass, raggedy ass chair he's sitting in. It looked like it stank. It got bed bugs. Oh, no, whatever. No amount of advice is going to help because neither one of them dummies want to communicate. Thank you, Andre. Oh, girl, go to hell. What about the other 1.1%? Girl, focus on your relationship. Get your hand off of him. Get your hand off of him. Andre, get her hand off of you. Oh, hell. She hates cats so much. Oh, girl. Girl, she's a psycho. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, Nicole, you are so... Thank you. Please tell her. Yeah. That bitch crazy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stay the hell away from the Wiggy Wonder. That's right. Like, true crime is not an obsession. I enjoy, I enjoy my true crime shows. It's his. Uh-huh. You better fix this. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Nicole. Okay, so boom. Once again, giving Derek and Ashley advice. that they're not going to take. And if they take it, I wouldn't particularly care because it's been about 4 episodes of the same back and forth BS. I don't care. We left off last week with a BS, opened up this week with a BS, and we on Thursday's episode still going through it. What all they had to do was communicate. I'm done. I'm through. I'm tired. We wandered down there to the hotel talking about you did good for yourself, little girl. I knew you couldn't stay mad at me much, and you knew I wasn't gonna stay mad at you like that. And even was like I have no other choice but to take up for you because I had to defend myself because you decided to throw me under the bus. She was like, even though I was mad at you, I knew you had an alibi. I was never gonna let you go to jail. And it's just like you would have let her go to jail. Be so fucking for real. You would have let her go to prison if it meant sticking it to Ted and Nicole and doing whatever you needed to do. You do not like Eva. You are a narcissist. You're manipulative. You're verbally, emotionally, and mentally abusive to that girl. And when she eventually breaks away, whenever the storyline happens where Eva finally breaks away from Wiggy Wonder, I will pray to the high heavens that she gets all the therapy she needs. And she was like, oh, you did well for yourself because had you not tried to stop me, Ted would have never forked out all the money he did to get you this nice hotel room. And she's trying to get money. She is. She don't give a damn about Eva. She's trying to get money, and she thinks that him helping out and taking care of Eva and trying to make up for all the 20 plus years that he missed is her way into being with him, and it's not. Now, when Kat plays the recording and they're talking about all this stuff, Ted is like, he don't think Eva would do this. Nicole is on the fence. She doesn't think Eva would do this. Kat is like, well, it's either her or her mama. And if we really gonna do it, because it was like, take the recording to Jacob. She was like, I already did. He's been on the case. He's not giving up. But she was also like, they're very dangerous. Y'all both need to know they're very dangerous because me and Laura figured out that when her potassium spiked, they had something to do with it. Oh, you can't say that. Well, think about it. When her potassium spiked and then went right back down, it happened right around the time she was supposed to get out of the hospital and take her job back. Oh, they wouldn't do that. Well, they did all of this to get the job to do everything they did down to that country club. Okay, you might be right. You might be right. And just listening to all this, it was like, oh, well, we can't really say that Eva did this. Eva, no. Dana, yes. And Nicole was like, I know you fancy yourself a true crime detective because you're obsessed with true crime, podcasts and all this. She was like, it's not a obsession. I just like them. And it was like, me too. I like the true crime stuff, okay? We're like, okay, I see what I need to watch out for. I see what I need to watch out for. Sure do. But Nicole was like, you're my daughter and I love you. I need you to stop and stay away from that woman because she's psychotic. She's crazy. She's not all the way there. She's not wrapped too tight. However, you, crewneck Ted, you need to go handle her and protect this family. She ain't playing with him. And I was like, I love this. Nicole, put your foot down, girl. Put your foot down. She said, you're going to protect this goddamn family. Oh, they reminiscing about the Tams. Oh, Come on, Miss Tracy. You better get your ass on that stage. Oh, Kat's like, I've been working on her. Uh-oh. Here come Jacob. Yes. Okay, so Jacob was like, listen. Oh my God, that is so pathetic. Why are you telling your daughter all of this? Oh my God. Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit. Oh my God, she's a psycho. She's not. She does. She does. She does. That's how crazy she is. She truly thinks that that man wants her. She truly thinks that that man wants her. That's how crazy she is. Okay. So Miss Anita is talking with Naomi and Miss Tracy, and they're reminiscing about how the Articulates thought they was gonna win this talent show, but they came in second place, and it's like, oh, them girls might have been more polished, but they was not better than us. They was not better singers. They might have had some pamplemousse or whatever it was, pumps on, but they was pumkash, but they was not better than us. Okay, they weren't. That's when they met. They slimy ass manager. I think it's a slimy ass manager, Dante Green, right? And you know, they always like, I heard he had a big personality. It was like, okay, you can say big personality if that's what you're into, Miss Girl, but it wasn't giving that. It was not giving, you know, big personality, right? Right. So Miss Anita tells Miss Tracy how Naomi got her to, you know, up to karaoke, and she was like, "What did you perform one of your solo jazz standards or whatever?" And she was like, "No, an old Articulate song." And Danny and Naomi backed her up, and Naomi was like, "It was a dream come true. It was a dream come true." And this is when she lets them know that there was an agent in the crowd, and you know, Naomi was like, "Oh my God, that's so great." And Tracy was like, "Oh my God, that was so great." And she was like, "I hope you took it, both of them." And she was like, "No." And she was like, "Well, why not? Why wouldn't you do that?" And she was like, "Because I told him the only way I would hit a stage again for a concert was for a reunion with the Articulates." And Miss Tracy is looking like, I was like, "Ooh, you better hit that stage, get that money, honey." Now, Kat is talking to Ted and his crew neck Ted, and she was like, I'm working on Mom for y'all to work out, and, work it out, have a conversation, all that stuff. Like, I'm really working. He was like, thank you, I appreciate it. And in comes Nicole with Jacob, and Jacob lets them know that Eva has a alibi for the night that Laura was ran off the road. She was at the casino, high security. She was taking selfies. Security got her taking selfies and walking all around. Wiggy Wonder does not have an alibi, but they also don't have any evidence to prove that she did what we know she did, right? So they ask about the spike in potassium, and he was like, he's looking into it. He's going to meet with the head of security and everybody who was on staff that night, but it was so long ago, probably nobody will remember. Talk to Shanice. Shanice will tell you everything you need to know. Talk to Shanice. Shanice will tell you everything you need to know. Talk to Shanice. Because Shanice will tell you that Wiggy Wonder was pretending like she was one of Laura's nurses. Talk to Shanice. And they find out that, oh yeah, somebody could have definitely been skulking around the hospital and bypassing all the security. And now Nicole doesn't feel safe. Kat wants to know why everybody keeps getting away with their BS. She's very upset about this. And then when we get back to the hotel room, Eva's rushing out to go to work, and Wiggy Wonder is like, I want to check out your bathroom. You got a whirlpool? And then she starts reminiscing about all the different hotel rooms that crewneck Ted was taking her to and busting her down while she was throwing her legs to the moon and spreading it wide open and busting it wide for a real one. And it's just like, hear yourself talk. He took you to hotels. Y'all stayed in them hotels. Y'all really went out and about in the DC area or like that. Y'all had dinner at these like little lonely hotels or these big hotels where nobody would say anything, but you was kept in hotels. You weren't getting flaunted around his family. You didn't meet his family. You didn't meet anybody except for Martin, and that was an excuse to go out and do whatever he wanted to do. But you were the side piece, and you over here reminiscing like you about to get back with this man or he gonna want you. And Eva said you need to leave. Like, she kept trying to get her to go. And Eva said, do you really think that man will want to be with you after you blew up his marriage? And she's like, a girl can hope. And it's just like, she's crazy. She is crazy. The mall is open. I used to say nobody was shopping, but I think somebody's shopping all right. But she crazy. I had something. She's crazy because she really think that man want her back. He don't. He don't like you. He don't like you. Mm. Ooh. Ooh. Eva dropping some knowledge and some facts. Thank you. Oh, is that what you heard? Oh. Girl, she's crazy. She's crazy. Girl, she told her, you crazy. He don't want you. He hates you. Girl, she ran on down. Mm-hmm. It is. You are. Oh no, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. Okay, as much as Kat is kind of irking my spirit right now, she's not wrong because Eva thought her mama did run that girl off the road. Mm-hmm. Jacob, talk to Shanice. Okay, so Nicole gonna meet June. Ooh. Okay, why you excited? What else happened? Girl, they finna play with me. What did she do to them women? Because when Sharon, hello Sharon, click. Sharon didn't want to hear it. But obviously Sharon is still mad that Daddy Dupree wanted Miss Anita. Okay, Sharon wanted Daddy Dupree, and Daddy Dupree wanted Miss Anita. And at the end of the night, they left together, and Sharon was pissed. So let's take it from the last thing we saw. Right, Tracy was like, I'm trying to figure out why you waited until Naomi was here to tell me about the agent. And she was like, I just wanted you to see how our loyal fans will be so excited to see us on stage again. And she was like, I feel blindsided. And she was like, it was never my intention to blindside you. And I wasn't trying to manipulate you um, or anything like that. And Miss Anita is being sincere. And Tracy was like, okay, riddle me this. Why are you doing all this? Why'd you call me? What's going on? Because you seem really happy to want to do this. And Miss Anita is like, I feel like this would be a way for us to start making amends, or for me to start making amends for the way I left the group and then everything else that happened. Because like she misses singing, she misses her friends. I don't know if she has a good group of girlfriends in the behind the gates, but I know she misses being on stage with her people. So we'll see what happens, right? Kat is ranting to Andre about the Eva having an alibi, and she was like, I know it seems like I just trying to go after Eva, but something doesn't sit right with me. And it's like, yeah, not to say, because she was like, I can't not shake the feeling that she knew somehow, some way. And it was like, she did have an inkling that her mother did something, but then she pushed it to the back of her head. She knew in a way, she just didn't want to believe it. That's what it like really comes down to. And when it came to the potassium, her discernment, Eva's discernment told her her mother did that. And she just lied for her as well. Her discernment told her her mother did that, but she just brushed it off. She just brushed it off. And it's like, oh, okay, so we just brushing things off, right? So Kat is still like, I know she had something to do with this. And it's just like, not an active participant, but kind of, yeah. Now, Ted said he gonna talk to Eva. And Ted also is like, I'm trying to help Eva get away from her mother. And Nicole was like, and I hope you help, get that lady up out of all our lives, okay? I hope you do that. Shanice is listening to all this and is like, all y'all have to do is talk to Shanice. And Shanice will tell y'all that Lulu was skulking around the hospital into Laura's stuff, talking about she was Laura's nurse. But Jacob talks to Nicole about becoming June's therapist, or at least just talking to her, because the name she gave was fake. She believes she has memory issues because she cannot remember the two kids in a photo. So we're gonna see what happens. But she said she'll talk to her. And then Eva Eva called her mama crazy. She told her, Ted don't like you. He don't love you. He hates you. You blew up his life. He is tired of you. You need to get it out of your head that y'all will ever be anything. You being mad at him does not pale in comparison of how pissed off he is at you. Stop being crazy. But that lady, made sure she was able, because Eva was going to work, and she told her to bring her ass, but she made sure she put the little slip into the door to get back into that hotel room. Oh. Hmm. June's name is Jessica Griffin. Mm-hmm. Mm. Shan hates you, girl. What did you do? Mm. Oh. Oh, the hugging. Oh, these two dummies finally met up. Child, I'm sick of him. Girl, all it took was him talk about he'd been a jerk for her to get her a little moist. That's all it took for Ashley. That's all it took for Ashley. I'm judging her. I'm judging her hard. But Miss Anita and Tracy talk about the reunion. And you know, Miss Tracy was like, even if I sign off, it's not even going to begin to make up for what has happened. And Miss Anita was like, I'm willing to try. She was like, okay, even if I also even if I sign off, you also got to get Sharon to sign off, and Sharon ain't nowhere near close. And she was like, listen, I understand that conversation gonna be prickly, but I'm willing to do it and willing to work through it. And she was like, even if we don't do it, I've had a great time reconnecting and reminiscing and just trying to start to mend this relationship. And Miss Tracy says she has too, and they hug, and Daddy Dupree walk in. And I was like, I'm glad that Miss Anita is trying to work on the relationship with this her former group members. But the question still remains, what did you do to them for Sharon to hang up on you like that? What am I thinking of? Okay, and then most of it was, oh, we found out June was married. Her husband left her. Her name isn't June. She just likes the name, and her real name is Jessica Griffin. Griffin is her maiden name. And you know, she was over there having a good time talking to Jacob, Naomi, and Nicole, and we're finding out more about her. And I just realized where I've seen her from. She was the actress on Star, the one when Star called her and Miss Lawrence Bible thumping horse. I remember that. Her aunt was played by Gladys Knight on the show. I remember her. She's been in so much. I realized where I noticed her from after she like they cleaned up her makeup after a while, because she's like, that's her, Jasmine Burke. She's been in a lot of things over the years. She's been in a lot of stuff over the years. I remember her now. She looks good. Oh, girl, she lying. She lying. Maybe I love Jude. Jude lied like her ass. Jude is lying her ass off. Maybe I love it. I love it. She lied. She lied her ass off. Girl, she. Maybe she would watch too many soap operas. Shanice said her name was Jessica Griffin from As the World Turns. No. Ooh. Jessica Nugget. Here I'm thinking she might be on, and this is a nod to Tamara Tooney being on As the World Turns. How communication could have solved all of this. I don't care about them anymore. Oh God. You see how all this could have been solved like 4 episodes ago? Oh, look who's kissing in Orphe jeans. And here comes Andre. Don't get upset. Okay. Okay. They talking to Shanice. Ooh. Okay, so Shanice did told. Okay, Shanice did told. Now, if y'all show Shanice a picture, Shanice could tell y'all exactly who the hell it was and is. Look who then came back into the hotel room. She about to steal. Baby, now she's stealing. Girl, she's crazy. Bitch, now she in there stealing. Baby, she in there stealing. But hallelujah, they didn't talk to Shanice. Girl, she in there stealing. She came back in the room to steal. Girl, you could have just did that while she was there. Oh my God. They stole the robe. They stole the ashtray. They stole the little lotions and everything. I'm surprised she didn't try to steal the little teapot that was sitting up there. Baby, she's stealing. She's stealing, and Ted knocked on the door. She's like, oh, what took you so long? Girl, he ain't there for you. Anyway, you know, she's delusional. She think that man want her, and she gonna throw that Uchi cat at him, and he just gonna catch it and be happy. Girl, you got a better chance at running through hell with gasoline draws on. But then again, it's a soap opera, so anything can happen. Kat goes to finally talk to Shanice, and Shanice tells her about the nurse that she saw that she ain't see after that. And it's like, okay, we back in the game. We back on the case, right? Cool, 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 cool. Now show Shanice a picture so Shanice can be like, that bitch right there. Show Shanice a picture. Show her a picture, okay? Show her a picture. And then June was over here talking. She's running down the whole Jessica and Duncan storyline from As the World Turns. And Nicole is like, I always thought, mom looked like her, which if you don't know, Tamara Tooney is a soap opera legend. She's a soap opera veteran. Okay, she played Jessica Griffin on As the World Turns. And you know, interracial love story with Duncan, and then eventually she came back years later. But yeah, it was very much she was one of those girls in the soaps back in the day. And June's been watching As the World Turns, so she was like, "This how I know you lying to me," but I love it. I like June. We want more June. June is either friends. No, June is either Triple H's sister or she's Tyrell and Samantha's mother. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure it out. And then it's looking like the Articulates are about to have a good time. It is. I'm enjoying all of this. I do. Hold on. Let me click out of here because I don't want the audio to play. I do shorter recaps of Beyond the Gates on TikTok, and then I post them over here. So go check those out. If you haven't seen me on TikTok, but if you don't have a TikTok, they will be posted over here in YouTube Shorts and as a YouTube video. And then we got to talk about General Hospital at some point because they messy as hell over there. But with that being said, that was it for this. Don't forget to make sure you are registered to vote. Hit those links in the description box down below. It's time to vote all these people out who's trying to cut your Medicaid, your Medicare, your SNAP benefits, and anything else y'all rely on to be able to live in this capitalistic society when minimum wage is still $7.25 in most states and nobody's making living wage and the cost of living is all the way up. Make sure you're registered to vote. Make sure you keep up to date with everything. Make sure you are voting to put people in place who care about you and is going to do the work for you, because this is a trickle up system, not a trickle down. Whoever you have in the quote unquote lowest level of politics, they go up to the next level and then the next level and the next level to the highest, power. So just make sure all your information is correct. Make sure you're registered to vote. Make sure you're kept up to date about everything. Make sure you got your real IDs, your birth certificate, your social security card. Make sure you keep all your stuff on you just in case they try to try you. And with that being said, go watch Beyond the Gates back. Give them a view. Enjoy it all. They got a second season? They sure did. And I hope y'all are enjoying Crew Neck Ted so far. And I will see y'all for the next one. Bye.